See Billy Penn up there on top of City Hall? He's rolling. He's spinning in his grave.
Billy gonna get tired and gonna fall on
Billy Penn, who founded this state on principles of peace and respect and freedoms, particularly religious freedoms, right? He's spinning in his grave at what Michael Nutter, R. Seth Williams, Anne-Marie Ambrose, and Administrative Judge Kevin Dougherty are doing in their individual criminal capacities to inflict official corruption, fraud, and civil rights felonies crimes upon the working class, student, and impoverished families of Philadelphia County. There is a $1 billion class action pending, and it will be filed before the summer. It will definitely be filed before the summer in our federal court here. Not expecting fair due process, though, but to send a clear message, along with many other collaborations and groups and civil rights advocates across this nation, that there is a new civil rights movement. Families fight back. Say no more DHS demonic horror stories. A publicly viewable incident reporting, standardly accessed regardless of who you know or what you have, known as a U.S. Citizens Control public docket, holds verified data, due diligence, and proof that there are some people acting criminally, abusing their official positions to lie in official court documents, deliberately, willfully being negligent, incompetent, covering up, conspiring to kidnap for profit, covering up, accepting bribes, extortion, that endanger children, that inflict torture, trauma injuries on children. Oh, there's a video up on YouTube I posted on my webpage on April 10, 2010. It's titled, "Father Watches His Children Dragged Down the Street" by CPS. It was actually police officers, and the area code is 610, so that's somewhere around here in the surrounding Philadelphia area. And so you might want to watch that. If any of you who don't understand what separation trauma injury is, and that children experience trauma at the very onset of being ripped away from their nurturers, caregivers, and familiar surroundings, then you need to see this video. That is an injury, a personal injury, and sadly it's the beginning of many suffered by acts of abuse, neglect, and just trauma injuries all along the way, including depression, sadness as a result of theft of heritage, culture, sense of self, theft of vested interest, career theft, any hope of a future, and pursuing rights to happiness, which is a constitutional right that we're supposed to have. Alright, God bless everyone. It's Roxanne, Grinage, www.higherlyrics.org. Tune into this Sunday's Higher Lyrics is Born to Serve on Blog Talk Radio Show, where we will feature certain things. We keep talking about federal crime. Victim voters are created by conflict, the state court conflict of interest with DHS employee misconduct, malpractice. So if we are going to galvanize and organize our voter clout, being a sadly, tragically large voter constituency of federal crime victim voters, then we need to have a few opinions. We need to educate those people, those officials that are currently endorsing Michael Nutter, our senator here in the 8th District, Senator William Hardy. What's his last name? Oh, Senator Anthony Hardy Williams gave his endorsement, we believe prematurely, to, he gave his endorsement to Michael Nutter. So as we hold our officials accountable for being responsive to the pleas and evidence submitted on behalf of several families, hundreds of families, Senator Anthony Hardy Williams is completely ignoring a letter that was given to him on behalf of 35 families, and then to him again, CC'd to him again, given to Philadelphia City Council on behalf of 42 families, about the heinous, egregious crimes occurring to quality of life, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania economy, education, and personal injury being incurred as a result of Philadelphia Family Court Domestic Relations Judges Kevin M. Dougherty, Margaret T. Murphy, Judge Robert J. Matthews, and wealthy Alice Beck DeVoe, Courtroom H, having conflict of interest relationships with the multi-million-dollar billing contractors of Department of Human Services as managed by Anne Marie Ambrose now, and before that Mullen. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate on this Blog Talk Radio show how by just surveying and looking at the news headlines where we can target our education if in no other form but commentary and analysis using the free and low-cost services and internet technologies to own responsibility for participating in our electoral processes while we insist on grabbing our right, taking advantage of the capability of controlling our own citizens' journalism now. Mainstream media is nice, but it is cliquish and it's controlled by the sponsorship dollars of whoever's paying for the message. So we're not getting fair and accurate, true and holistic messages of the health of our society and where we're headed in our economy. So we as the people have a right to take control and tell the true story. No one listened to DHS Nutter News. We call Mayor Michael Nutter's meeting behind closed doors with Anne Marie Ambrose and DHS, a private state agency, a funded state agency, in complete violation of our taxpayer rights and his oath to uphold our public safety when DHS is being sued by no less than in 96 federal dockets for the personal injuries and wrongful deaths sustained by Philadelphia County families here. So when he comes out, whatever scapegoat him and our Seth Williams want to hold up as though they're doing something about having arrested some poor victim mothers whose child might have starved to death in one of the DHS contractor facilities. You remember the true stories and the real victims of little 12-year-old Jasmine Kitchen, who is now twice kidnapped after having run out of 48th and Fairmont, a DHS contractor facility where she had no business being because a federal judge, Jan E. DuBois, ordered on August 27, 2010 that DHS illegally transported Veronica Spencer's children in a class action that was filed on behalf of this family, Brian Jones, and these 9 children, I believe, who have been everything from mutilated and raped and beat and broken bones and shipped all over the country. But still, DHS came and kidnapped her again because she came out with the truth that this DHS manager was choking her and beating her, trying to silence her about not only the molestation that's going on, they're making a business out of paying sexual predators to rape the children, and they're farming our children out literally as prostitution. You've heard that before. You've heard it from Leon Koziel, prostituting our children in terms of a system. Well, Higher Lyrics says in managing this administrative solution of a publicly accessible by standard access, regardless of who you know or what you have, being able to post your public incident report and your verified victimizations and criminal reports and first and last names of your assailants, regardless of how the titles that they bore of esquire or domestic relations judge or child support master, or we can prove that these individuals are not acting in any official capacity, or they are violating their official position descriptions to siphon, embezzle money from the Recovery Act funded sources, federal CPS funded sources that were meant for the preservation of families, and thereby they should forfeit all immunity in any 1983 or other congressional act, and they should be indicted, convicted, go to jail, and have severe penalties imposed upon them in the form of crime victim compensation restitution. Okay.